I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mike.
Welcome back to the A&M podcast and Tuesday. And we should start figuring out actually which like national day it is. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh,
Isn't that fun
yeah.
every now
Let's
and
start.
then?
Well, one thing that it is. It's
What?
National USA Day
Oh,
because the USA men's and women's hockey teams won the gold medal. Do you have the applaud button? Hit the applaud
the
button.
applaud button doesn't work because we're more advanced now,
Ah,
so it blocks out my background noise. So every time I use the
oh
applause
yeah. All
button,
right.
it always
Darn it. Well,
boots it out.
no. Maybe we can just I don't know. That wouldn't be as good.
I can.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, that was. I don't know if you saw. I didn't see the women's game, but
Uh-huh.
I feel like the women's team was really expected to win because they were really good. But the men's team was not expected to win. The Canadian men's team was expected to win, and it was a really good game. We were watching it yesterday morning. It was on. They actually showed something on the news tonight that there were people like in bars watching it yesterday at like 10 o'clock in the morning because the end of the game was on actually when we were on our way over to meet Nana for brunch.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had, I put it on in the car. Jay was driving. I put it on in the car so we could not miss the end of it. And then we saw it like while we were on our way there. So that was something. A lot of pride in the USA for that one. That was a great win.
I don't know, maybe it's just me and my algorithms and like my TV shows, but I feel like the Olympics aren't a big deal as much right now as they have been in the past. I feel
You
like
know,
in years
these,
past it's been more like hyped up. Now this year
yeah,
somehow it kind of just seems like something
yeah, it
else that's
came
on
and
the
went.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of came and went without a lot of,
Like I
yeah,
didn't
I
really know
kind of
much
agree
about
with
it.
you. No, I mean, we had certain events that we watched, but like when they said, oh, yeah, the closing ceremonies, were Sunday, were this past Sunday, I was like,
Mhm.
no, there's another week, isn't there? There should be another week. I felt like was still another
Yeah.
week and there wasn't. So yeah, I kind of agree with you. I kind of think like it it wasn't as hyped this time. Yeah.
Yeah, in years past it seemed
But
like a bigger deal.
the US, I heard this tonight too. The US won more gold medals this time than like the most in US Olympic history.
Wow. How about
So,
that?
congratulations US Olympic team.
USA,
Good
USA,
job.
USA.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know about you, but like I am just so, what's funny? I saw a video on TikTok or something and it was like say it was this guy and he was saying, "Is it just me or does 2026 have melatonin in it? Because I am just
Yeah.
sleepier than ever." And
Yeah.
I feel that to an extreme level. Like I am just so tired. I've been liking these caffeine doesn't usually affect me either. Like that's what's funny
No.
too is that you and I, it's like what time is it? We film like late at night the night before this comes out or the day before this comes out. It's like almost 9 p.m. We're both drinking coffee and like
Yeah.
I could so easily just go to sleep right after this. I could fall
Yep.
asleep right now as I'm drinking it.
Yep.
I wish I
Yeah, it
was one of
doesn't.
those people that caffeine just like wakes me up and makes me feel like
Yeah.
alive. It doesn't do that at all. And even when I found these Aldi has these really it's like the Alani New. It's kind of like the
Hmm.
Alani New dupes, except they're $1.19, so they're like half the price of a
Oh
regular
wow.
Alani New.
Yeah, yikes.
And they taste so good. And they're apparently like an energy like probiotic type drink. So bomb. And
Yeah.
I drink them, and I don't know if maybe it's placebo. At first, I thought they woke me up a little bit, but like I sat down to record here, and I was like, oh my God, I feel exhausted.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Like I've been the same way. Like actually, your mom was saying the same thing. Like I don't know. It's yeah. Maybe it is the year. Maybe it's something in the water. Maybe they're putting something in the water to make us sleepier, so that we don't pay attention to things.
I need
I
like
don't
a
know.
B12 shot or something.
Yeah,
Like,
I take a B12 supplement. with about 12 other supplements that I take, and that doesn't help. It doesn't. It
Yeah,
doesn't make me any like. I'll be sitting down after we do this. I'll do the edits, and I'll be sitting down watching TV, and I guarantee I'll fall asleep at some point while I'm watching TV, and then I'll wake up and I'll be up for another 2 hours, which I think is part of my problem because I probably only get about 6 hours of sleep a night, something like
like
that.
solid sleep. That's not too bad
Yeah.
though.
So
6 hours I think is pretty decent.
yeah, but they say you should get at least seven. I don't think I
They
ever
say
do.
that. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever get 7 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm
So,
like extremely tired. Maybe if like days go by of just me getting bad sleep, maybe I'll get like
yeah.
one day I'll fall asleep at like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
very rarely does that happen. I because I also can't fall asleep at night either. I don't know. I mean, I'm good at falling
Yeah.
asleep at night, but like, I like I'm not.
I'm good at it. I practice and I've gotten really good at it.
You know
Yeah.
what someone said? Someone online in the comments, they said that it's cloud seeding.
Oh, that could be. Who knows? Who knows? You know what? Apparently, according to a former president and a current president, space aliens are real. So, and we're gonna find out more. We're gonna
I
find
saw
out more.
something
So,
about that. Is that real?
yeah. Well, yeah, President Obama said it was kind of funny because he came out and said, like somebody had asked him about it, an interviewer had asked him about it, and he said, "Yeah, they're real, but like we don't have, there's none of their bodies hidden in like Area 51 or any of that. That's not, real." He goes, unless they're hiding all that stuff from the presidents. But so after he came out and said that,
Wow, spilling the
somebody asked,
tea.
yeah. And after he came out and said that, somebody asked President Trump about it. And President Trump said, well, if he said that, then he released classified information. And I was like, oh, what? And so then the next day, President Trump came out and said they were going to be coming out with a report on extraterrestrial life. So it hasn't come out yet. So, but it does. When it does, I think I'm going to go live on the A&M podcast channel, and we're going to talk. No, but yeah. So I'm interested to hear because what they were talking about from some of the stuff I saw, it was in the context of things related to them having um like bodies of deceased aliens.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. Do you believe that?
yeah. I you know what? It's 2026. Anything's possible. I mean, like anything is possible.
I believe it, but I also feel like also what are the chances that there's like extraterrestrials that came here?
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah. Well, and I think like if you listen to what President Obama said about it, his answer. Well, no, I'm sorry, because afterwards, then when he got called out on releasing classified information, he released a statement saying, well, what he meant was that with the vastness of the universe, it would be impossible to believe that there wasn't some
He like
other life out
backpedaled.
there somewhere. So he backpedaled a little bit on it. Yeah,
He was like,
but so that was yeah.
y'all got
So
me.
yeah, shoot, I wasn't
That's
thinking.
me.
Um,
Obama's me. That's me.
yeah,
Like
I know,
when
because
I know
sometimes you know
information,
something. Yeah,
can't
you
wait
know
to talk
something,
about
and
it.
yeah, you forget you're not supposed to talk about it, and then
Yeah,
jeez,
me
why did I
sitting
say
there
that?
like, oh yeah, listen to this.
Yeah, yeah. But the whole Area 51 thing was supposedly like happened in back in the 50s or something.
Oh yeah.
And I think the story was like that a alien spaceship had crashed there, and they did have the bodies of the aliens and all that. And I've always kind of felt like something like that could be true because if you look at technological advances, say
Yeah.
from the early 50s through like today,
Hmm.
we had a lot of big technological jumps in that time frame. And one of the stories that they've said is that like technology that they recovered from alien spacecrafts has been like reverse engineered so they could figure out how it worked, and we now have that stuff as part of our technology. So it's
Yeah.
like it's kind of
True.
you kind of look at that and go it could be. None of this was our our topic for tonight, but here we
I'm just
are.
kind of going with it. That's how
Yeah.
but that's kind of how they even like advance it when it comes to like I feel like our podcast, people have commented on it before that this is basically just I don't talk to my dad for the entire day on the days that we have to record, and then you're basically just like listening to us on speakerphone. Like
Yeah. Right.
imagine you're
It's like
sitting
our
in the room with one of us and the other's on speakerphone.
yeah, it's like a
You're listening to it.
voyeuristic FaceTime call.
Yeah. Um, well, I am the person walking through, Marshalls on FaceTime with my dad, and you have to listen to our entire conversation,
Yeah, exactly. By the way,
regardless of where it goes.
is that the worst when you're behind somebody and they're on a call like that though? I
I don't
hate that.
mind it. I want to hear what you're talking
No,
about.
I
I'm
think
so
you do
nosy.
it. I think you do it because I
I
think
do it.
maybe I'm
No,
not
I
on the other
do.
end of that, but I know your mom's on the other end of those.
I do it. Even today in Marshalls. Oh, when I let y'all, I was on the phone with y'all actually
Yeah,
today in Marshalls, and I let y'all go because Ada was FaceTiming me.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
was like
And
walking.
then you were on FaceTime there,
I
so
was walking around on FaceTime with her, like, do you like this? Do you want this? What about this? I was like, wow, it's like you're shopping with me. I,
yeah,
I
right.
kind of
Well,
like it.
and
I should have
it's
headphones in, but like, who cares? Like, mind your business,
yeah.
okay? If you don't like it, want
I
to hear
mean,
my conversation,
I
mind
mean,
your business.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
but devil's advocate here.
Or
What if
mind my
that person
business.
is trying? What if everyone who was in the store was on a FaceTime call? How would that be?
It would be real rowdy, but that's not the case, thankfully. So,
Well, yeah, that's
they
true.
did have I was talking about it. Like they had a few good things in there, but a lot of it was just like leftover, a lot of leftover like Christmas stuff in there on clearance.
Hmm.
Like,
It's funny because I noticed like at Target this year after Christmas they had a bunch of stuff left, and then after what just Valentine's Day they had a bunch of stuff left too, and I'm like,
yeah.
are people not buying as much of that kind of stuff? Maybe.
Yeah, I went in there because I always like going to like Marshalls and like specifically Marshalls or TJ Maxx or whatever to get my loofahs or because they have like the big pack where it comes with like a
Hmm.
bunch of them. And I was going to get loofahs for the house. They don't sell them anymore. I don't know. They didn't have any of them. They just had the like
Wow.
little gloves, like the little washcloth gloves, and like it was like a loofah, but like the stretched out one. I forget what it's called. But they didn't have the old fashioned loofah, which I know are bad. Like everyone hates them because they say that they like breed bacteria. But just change your loofah.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
why I
you
buy
got
the
that.
big pack at
They're
Marshalls.
right, or like when we buy them at Target, they're like I don't know, 99 cents or a dollar
I
99 or
know,
something
but
like buy a new one.
Marshalls usually
No,
has them. It's like in a 4 or 5 pack for like
yeah, that's
three,
good
four
too. Yeah,
dollars. Like,
yeah, that's good too. Yeah, they're not. The point is that we bought these things a
yeah, they're
while ago
cheap.
at Target that I thought was going to be better than a loofah, right? Because it was a washcloth. It was like washcloth type material,
Yeah.
but it had kind of I don't know how to describe it, but it had it had it was think of like think of like an anemone but made out of washcloth material. That's what it
Oh,
was. And I
that's
thought
interesting.
it was kind of like the same idea as a loofah,
Yeah.
but it's a washcloth so you can just throw it in the washer, right?
Hmm.
Well, we had them for a little bit and I realized like after the first time you use like you have to like okay, this people are going to hate on this, so get ready for it. But
Whatever.
if you have a washcloth in the shower, maybe you hang it over the shower and you let it dry and you use it the next day, right? You
Yeah.
couldn't do that with
I mean,
these because they never let go of the water, so they got really musty and disgusting. So it wasn't as
uh,
good as we thought it would be, and it also didn't. You know how like with the loofah, it'll really foam up.
yeah.
These didn't foam up, so
A
you were like
washcloth
using
kind of like suds
half
up
the
pretty
bottle.
good too.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't mind a washcloth. I actually prefer I like a washcloth. I like washcloth or a loofah. I like both. I like the mitts that they had there too. Like I like anything
Hmm.
like you said that you can toss in the washing machine too, but
Here's what I would
I'd
like
rather
in the
just
shower.
change out my loofah.
I would like in the shower them to put like a little tube on the shower head that I can put my soap in, and then it's like the car wash. I go through the first cycle where it just wets me down. Then it goes through the soap cycle and it just comes out with a bunch of soap, and then I go to the rinse cycle and I rinse off. I want my shower to be a car wash.
Yeah, well, you are a man and I men that's why the men products it's a joke that y'all got like the
It's
5-in-1.
yep. I can. It's you can wash your hair, wash your face, wash your body. You can shave with it, and I think you can brush your teeth with it. So
Crazy. There's like
everything I
jokes.
need in one bottle.
There's jokes that it's like men once they get like a girlfriend or like a wife or whatever, and it's like men mostly joking like, man, love going over my girlfriend's house and taking a shower. She has so many good smelling different products in here. Like, what's all this even for? Like, it smells
Yeah.
amazing though. I come out
Right.
smelling great.
Yeah. I got my one bottle that is all I
uh,
need for everything.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah, so I didn't get what I went in there for, but I did find like a good candle. I found what else did I found? Oh, I found a brush. Oh, I love going there for lotions and body wash too. Like I got a giant thing of like good quality, great smelling body wash. I can't wait to use it tonight.
yeah.
For like $6. And it's like
Oh yeah,
this big. Like
Marshall's is great. You know what I always like getting in there is the coffee syrups. You know the
yeah.
Toronto whatever that brand is of coffee syrups. They always have those for good prices. Like they'll have the big bottle of that for like 3.99 or something.
Well, I actually saw a video the other day that at Marshall's, apparently it was a guy who, I don't know, he like worked with companies or brands or something that had to do with that. And I guess at Marshall's, a lot of the brands that you see there are like European brands. I don't want to butcher this information too much, but
Mhm.
it's pretty much European brands that were like failed testers, but not failed testers
Mm,
like they're bad, failed like they just didn't hit the same. Like, when you're
right.
creating products, it's kind of like a restaurant. Like, it doesn't mean your restaurant is bad. It just means that there's so much other competition that's being
Yeah.
chose above you. Like, you can come out with potato chips that are just regular potato chips, but better quality, but a lot of people are still going to go for Lay's. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you have a good Diet Coke. Some people, the majority of people, they're still going to go for the old Diet Coke, you know?
Right.
So
Right.
that's kind of
Yeah, it
like,
just might not catch on too. It might just be something that didn't,
hmm.
yeah.
And a lot of the brands at Marshall's are those type of brands. A lot of them are from Europe, so the ingredients are better. A lot of the pasta there is like literal, like straight from Italy pasta. I meant to look at it today though.
Yes.
Um, and yeah, a lot of the different little brands in general there. You got to look because some of them are literally like he was saying hidden gems basically.
Mm. I'll have to check that out the next time we're in there. We haven't been
Yeah.
in a Marshall's in a minute, but
I hadn't either. I hadn't been there in a while, and I don't know. I was kind of disappointed. I didn't feel like they had too many things, and the prices
yeah.
really weren't like what they used to be either. Like sometimes you would go in there and I'd find like a shirt or a pair of PJs or something for like $4 on clearance, but
Oh
today
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
find really anything under $10.
Maybe it's the time of the year. Like maybe you're good finding that kind of stuff right at the end of a season because they're trying to get rid of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 but love a good Marshall's trip either way. I do love
So
it there.
I do have a special announcement. I could save this for the end. Should I save it for the end? I should
No, you
save
can
it for
just
the
show
end.
it if you want. Go
All
for
right.
it. Look at
Look
you.
at this
Wow, a new Phineas Swift book.
new Phineas book. That's I just got the proof copy today. All the words are spelled wrong, so no, I'm kidding. No,
That's
it's actually
crazy.
it's actually out. It's
Yeah.
available on
It's
Amazon.
actually
I don't.
written
I
upside down.
yeah. I had so I'll be sending a sheet along with it with instructions to flip the book over. Um,
That's funny.
but it's available on Amazon now, and it should be on Barnes and Noble anytime now. I don't know why they do a review of it before they do some kind of process before they allow it to be sold, and they're just taking long. So,
Yeah, I know with Barnes and Noble because when we went there one time, Adrian was looking for a book and they didn't have it in their store. And they said that like sometimes when they run out of a book or they just don't like sell a certain hard copy book there. Um, if you ask them to order it, then they'll order it, bring it to the store, and
Hmm.
and I think like if you don't come and pick it up within a certain amount of days, they'll just put it on the floor or whatever. But if you want to get your
I
book out there.
I know, right? That's a great.
Mm.
Actually, one of the things I've been trying to do is get some of the local libraries to stock it in the library, or them in the library, um, and so far, I don't think any have, but I don't know, maybe.
Or you can
So
hit up some schools, elementary schools.
schools, yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, one of the recommendations they have for this stuff is, from like a marketing standpoint, is to do like book readings at like libraries and that. So yeah, that was my thinking there as well. If I can get them to stock it, I can, tell them I'll go there and do a reading, an author, reading.
You have to put on the British accent that they have on the
Yeah. Oh yeah.
audio.
On that audio over. Wasn't that crazy? So I
Yeah.
have, and I can paste a little bit of it in here, just part of it for this latest story. I did an AI voiced audiobook, not really an audiobook because it's not available as an audiobook, but
Yeah.
and just the way that it's able to do the proper inflections and that kind of thing. And you can really customize those too. Like I could do it that I had, different voices for different characters and all that, and it was completely AI. It's really crazy.
Yeah, that's really
So
neat. I
that's
think
all.
it's kind of cool. Very congratulations, Dad. Wasn't that
Thanks.
super cool?
Thanks.
I saw there was this there was this girl and she was talking about like how to start basically like go to I don't know, it was like don't do this, do this and it was go to Hobby Lobby and buy bulk flowers and a little $3 like heart-shaped vase, like wooden vase or box or something like that, envelope type box,
Hmm.
and put flowers in it and you can sell it on Etsy for like triple what you
Mm.
paid for it. Triple what you
Yeah.
paid for everything. And I was like, "Wow, that's actually genius." Like I love a creative small business startup like that,
Yeah.
and especially one that like is I mean kind of I would say like an affordable startup. The thing that is a little bit like iffy to me is I would never like buy a bunch of something when I'm starting up though and like all at once. I would probably buy
Right.
like a little bit of everything to just make one of everything to post
Right.
photos of and then see how it does from there.
Yeah, and I think that would be a smart way you do it, because if you get the orders, right? If you make one to be your sample and then you
Yeah.
get orders, well then you can, when you've got that money from the orders, you can go and use that to put
Right.
towards buying a larger quantity to get to,
Right.
to actually make them. Yeah,
Yeah.
my TikTok algorithm is filled with these guys who show videos of like the one thing or the one, it was like made $50,000 from making this project, and it's like
Mhm.
they buy a 1x8 piece of board at Lowe's and they'll make, a table out of that, or something like that, or a little shelf out of that one board, and they're selling them like you're saying on Etsy or that. And every
Yeah.
time I see one, I'm like, man, I should start doing this. I know how to do that stuff. I should start doing this. It hasn't happened yet. So if it does, I'll let you know, but it hasn't happened yet.
Did you see the desk Brandon got though? He
He
got
did a
the
great job on that. Yeah, I
Isn't
told him he
that
should have.
cool?
Yeah, I said he should have made a TikTok video series for that, because, those are also in my feed all the time. Have you
Yeah.
seen any of those videos? The furniture flipper people that go
Mhm.
to like Goodwill and that,
So
and
cool. That's
yeah,
where
some of
Brandon
them are
got it.
amazing.
They
Yeah.
got it at they found it at Goodwill and he said it was like too big for any of their cars, like to fit in any of their cars. Um so they just went and like rented a like Home Depot pickup truck or whatever for 20
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah.
And but like I've seen like things like that at Goodwill. We've talked about it last time, but I think that's like the perfect place to go to find things to
Oh
flip
yeah.
and make it better. If you have, the creativity, the space, and a lot of times like it's not even you could advertise it on Facebook Marketplace or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what most of the ones that I see do. Like I think he got the desk for $40, he said, something like that. And
Yeah.
uh like when it was done, I think he could have easily gotten 200, 250 for it. And he put, and
Yeah.
obviously he spent money on supplies, he put time into it, which time, your time is
Time is
valuable.
money.
Um Time is money, right? But even at that, like, there would be a profit involved. The thing, I saw one of those furniture flipper people who was like talking about how, basically what the profit margin was, and
Right.
when they divided it out by an hourly rate, basically, for how long it took them to do some of them, like they were making like $12 an hour or something like that. And so it was like, is it really worth it? No. But they said that because it gives them content for um their social media stuff, which they make more money off of, then it becomes worth it. That's where it becomes worth it, which makes
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I saw another video and it was somebody like using their Cricut to make things to sell on Etsy and stuff. I think it's
Mm,
just really also about like not just blending into the crowd. It kind of goes back to like
yeah,
also keeping it unique at the same time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's true. It's like you can imitate what somebody else did, but if you're literally just copying, why should somebody go to you instead of the original person? Or what's going to make somebody pick you over the thousand other people that are doing the exact same thing?
Yeah, kind of like the whole Amazon seller thing. Like we can't all be selling phone cases. You know what I mean? If you're
Right.
gonna sell phone cases, you at
Right.
least got to make them look cute and different and unique.
Yeah, something that everybody else doesn't have, because then it's just going to come down to price. And if you're the cheapest price, at some point you're probably, if you're trying to compete on price, at some point it's not worth your time.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Um. So yeah, I don't know how I started. Oh yeah, it was my TikTok algorithm. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always I always like when that stuff comes across my algorithm because then it's very motivating. I was like, wow, I should go to Hobby Lobby and like start getting all these
Yeah.
arts and crafts. Like what? I mean, even just walking through Hobby Lobby anyway, you kind of get that like I don't know what
You
you
do.
call it.
Oh yeah, because Jay does paintings, and so we'll go there a lot of times. He'll be looking at that stuff, and every time I'm standing there by the sketch pads, I'm like, I should get some colored pencils and a sketch pad so I can start
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah, so I can fill up all this extra time I have in the day.
Yeah, right. Because there's like 5 minutes right after I get up that
Yeah.
I'm just bored and I need something to do.
Yeah, that I definitely could fill with drawing. Yeah, I always look in the like they have the cups, the different cups and stuff and
Oh
even
yeah.
like I remember at one point I was like, man, if I was a kid, like I would just ask my mom if I could get like a bunch of these t-shirts and start a tie-dye. Like there was this one girl, well, there's this girl I follow on YouTube, and she was saying how her daughter, like, she found out her daughter was making these little, like, rubber band type bracelets, and she was selling them to kids
Mm,
in her. She was like, so tell me how I just found out that my daughter is an entrepreneur apparently at school.
wow.
She's in like fifth grade. She's like, she's making these little bracelets, and I found out that she's selling them to her classmates for $1. And she's like, and I don't know why I never put two and two together because like I did notice that she just had a lot of like dollars laying around in random places,
Yeah.
but like, I never thought anything of it. But she told me the other day that she's literally selling these rubber band bracelets to her classmates and like she has some
Wow.
orders like that she needs to fulfill and she wants me to take her to Walmart now and that's how I found it out because she's
Wow.
asking me, "Hey, can you take me to Walmart so I can get more supplies?" Like supplies.
Wow. That's
She's like,
impressive.
"So, I have an
That
entrepreneur on
could
my
go
hands."
that discussion could go bad too, though, that you're randomly finding like money in your kid's room and you're like,
Where's this
Wait a
coming
minute.
from?
Might not be an entrepreneur, they may be, or a different type of entrepreneur. They may be involved in some nefarious activities or
But
something.
I remember in school, like there would be kids with like the boxes of chocolate or like candy from like Costco or Sam's Club or
Uh,
whatever,
yeah.
and they would like go around just like independently selling it, like reselling. Like
Yeah,
I
like
never
not
was that
in
kid.
one of the fundraisers.
Yeah, like they just have it in their backpack. Like, who wants a Kit Kat, or do you want
Yeah,
Reese's or Hershey's? Like, what do you want? And
yeah,
they're selling it
that's
for like a
fun.
dollar. Like, actually,
There was a
genius.
guy I used to work with who had he would always have like the boxes of like crackers, the like Lance crackers, like those kind of
Mm-hmm.
things and that kind of stuff. He'd have that by his desk. He'd get it probably at like Sam's or something like that. And it was like instead of going out to the vending machines, if you were there, he kind of went on the honor system. So you just leave the money, in his envelope or whatever he had there. And
That's hilarious. Oh, so he was like
yeah, I
selling
don't know
it.
if he was even making any money at it. He might have been just breaking even. And it was just like, he was using the money to go buy more so there'd be some in the office. But yeah, that's genius if you can do that kind of stuff. Why not?
Man, that is a business though that I would love to. I need to talk to Jason about it actually. That Jason could be my business partner with it. I think he would like if I could pitch it to
He's
him in the
you know
right
what?
way.
He's looking for something, so you should talk to him.
I'm gonna give him a call. I like see these videos all the time of these vending machines. Like people getting vending machines for like 5K or maybe even less and literally like filling it, they fill it and then they put it in like a specific location that gets high traffic, like a nail shop, like a somewhere that people wait often, like they'll hit up
The
smaller
DMV.
they'll hit up like
Yeah.
mechanics,
Oh yeah.
ask if they can put it there or any of those places that like you're waiting at for a while, they'll
Yeah.
contact like doctor offices or places like that. And a lot of them will be like, yeah, whatever, like put it there or yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And
I
and
feel
I
like aren't they
never
going to want to cut though? Like if
they'll
you do
probably
that,
want to
aren't they going to
cut.
want to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably figure out a deal like, okay, I'll give you like 2% of my sales because like I'm literally
Yeah.
just using your spot like
Yeah. Well, maybe some electricity. He might have to plug it in.
true.
There may be
Okay,
some.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
But yeah,
5%.
yeah, that's
Um,
they say that's one of the best types of passive income that you can get though is vending machines.
or like a car
Because
wash,
it's
like renting a
or
car
car
wash or
wash.
getting a car
Yeah,
wash. Those are big.
yeah,
Um, yeah. I was
yeah.
or
That's a good
laundry
idea.
mats, opening a laundromat.
Oh,
I
yeah,
always thought it would be, I mean, that's a little more expensive of a startup,
yeah.
but
Because there's a building involved.
there's a building, there's things inside, but electricity, lots of electricity.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that a laundromat, that's another place though that you could put your vending machine.
True.
Um,
Although I feel like they're gonna have their own
maybe.
probably.
Um, but yeah, I have seen so many vending machine videos, and I'm like, oh my God, that's
Your alg
gee,
your algorithm has been seeded. That's all you're gonna see now.
all I'm gonna see. Yeah, and like it's like vending machine counting videos, like here's how much I made in a week with my vending
Oh
machine,
yeah, yeah.
or like them going shopping for like snacks in it, and I'm just thinking
Mm,
like, man, that is actually so genius. Like I would get so many like fun snacks and different snacks and variety and or do drinks. You could do drinks in it. Like
yeah.
what?
You know what I used to like? The one place I worked at, they actually had like the vending machines with like sandwiches in. That was always nice. A,
Oh yeah, you can
a
do
good vending
offices.
machine sandwich. Yeah.
Oh, an
Oh yeah, offices.
office.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
like hit
Like the
up
break room at
offices.
an office. Yeah, why not?
And I don't think they would want that big of a cut. I really don't. I don't
No,
think
I
that they
don't
would.
either. I
I
don't
don't even
either.
think they would ask about it because the electricity is like, yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, it's minimal. I'm sure.
Like just can't it just pretend it's not there, okay? Just
Because
pretend
that's
it's
the
not there.
thing. That's the thing that people don't realize though is most places that you go where there's a vending machine, that vending machine is like owned and operated by somebody else than the
And I
business that you're
never
at.
thought about
Like at the
that.
YMCA, they have vending machines there. Those aren't owned by the YMCA. They're owned by some other third party that just
Right.
comes in and services them and fills them and takes the money and runs.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would love to do
It's
that
a good idea.
actually.
That's a good idea.
Right? I
I
know.
have another idea for you that
Okay.
we'll talk about after this.
Oh,
No, we're not putting a commercial here. After we record, I don't want it on air yet.
we always talk about our how one of these days though we are gonna do like a live of our post
Yeah,
show
yeah,
conversations.
yeah.
Sometimes
Those
we'll
get
get off and we'll be like, okay, bye, have a good night, love you, see ya,
yeah, yeah,
toodaloo. But sometimes we'll like
yeah,
talk for an extra 15 minutes
yeah.
about.
Those are a little more unfiltered though. So we'd have to put a warning on those that you may be offended by some of the things we say, or maybe you
Yeah,
won't.
it's definitely the more unfiltered one. Yeah, y'all might be
Yeah.
offended.
So not that we don't cuss. I don't think we don't cuss, but
I don't cuss. I always think it's they say that like kids nowadays that they curse in front of their their parents like way more or whatever. Like I see
yeah.
videos on TikTok all the time about it.
You
And
know what? Go ahead.
I always laugh because I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm literally in my 30s and I will not curse in front of my parents. Like I will not.
Yeah.
I don't even
I
really
feel like
curse
you're
in
the
front of my
only one
brothers."
though. I feel like you're the only one though. Like your brothers all do at this point. And it's funny
Crazy.
to me because I've seen that with where like people's kids who are like teenagers, you
Yeah.
know, curse in front of them and it's not a big deal and all that. And I think,
Yeah.
I'm in my 50s and your Nana's in her 80s and I still won't use foul language around Nana. So there we
Yeah.
are.
It's so crazy to me. I don't think anyone would really though, not around her.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
She's
that's true. You
too
try
much
to
of an
avoid it around
angel.
Nana.
Like might
Yes.
as well curse in front of Jesus himself.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think it's just honestly not even for any reason except like that it's awkward for me. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not much of a I don't really curse like anyways, but I don't know, like to curse in front of my parents, like
Yeah.
I'd get in trouble. Like when we don't like what?
So,
I don't want to be
so
grounded.
what are your thoughts on people who curse on company like Zoom calls? Like who use foul language
I never really care about
gratuitously?
that.
Gratuitously. I don't really care about it, but I do
I don't really.
wonder like it's different if like let's say I'm on a call with somebody that I work with and we're just kind of we're on a Zoom call but we're done with whatever we're talking about and we're just kind of whatever going back and forth and
Like a
if
one-on-one
somebody
type of
like
thing.
yeah or even if it's a couple of us and we're just kind of
Uh,
casually talking in that scenario it's like yeah
oh
that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
same as
that's
if we were
okay.
all in the same place and yeah but if it's
Yeah.
like in the context of the call somebody does it I always think that's a little unprofessional.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
that
Maybe
is.
it's just me, but I feel like it's a little
How
unprofessional.
do you feel about like emojis and like the team chats and like emails and
Yeah, I'm
stuff?
fine with it. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Because some
I'm
people
fine
hate
with it.
that too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The thing is, we use so many tools that lend themselves to that stuff, like Slack. Slack, the reactions, are all
Oh
basically
yeah.
emoji based. So
They
it's like,
literally give you
you
like
know,
a get like an option to post gifs. Like
yeah, yeah. So it's like, yeah, it doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me.
that's what's weird. Like I worked for a company that like nobody really used emojis in the chat, in the team chat. Nobody really
Yeah,
like used gifs. But then and it felt just so, I don't know, like it felt too dry and
yeah,
like serious in there. Like, hey guys,
yeah,
like everyone could take a deep breath, like do a little woosah for a second, like in and out. Okay?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
y'all don't need to be so tight. But then
yeah.
I've worked for companies where like everyone's using GIFs, everyone's saying good morning with emojis, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is
That's more
nice. This
yeah.
is calm. This is like cool. This is
Yeah.
comfy for me. This makes it
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
more like
everything's
where
gonna
I
be
am
okay.
now. Yeah, that's where I am now. It's kind of like that. Like people use them not gratuitously, but they use them.
Yeah,
So they use them appropriately. How's that?
there you go. Yeah. So, anyways, that's our episode today, guys.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
That's all I
That
have.
was all right. That's me too. don't forget to go and
Purchase
order your
Phineas Squiz
actually
book.
no, order your copy and then turn it around.
Order your copy
Then you'll
and
be able to
then,
read it.
yeah, and then
And
yeah,
then
exactly. Flip it upside down because the letters are
yeah,
upside down.
yeah. It makes much more sense when it's
Just
right side
kidding.
up. All right.
Oh,
Well,
anyways.
we I don't know what we're talking about on True. Oh, one thing before we go. Um, am I the only one that's noticed that the Nancy Guthrie story seems to have disappeared? I feel like I haven't heard anything on it in a week. There's no new anything. It's just gone.
Oh, you
The
know what I
story is
did
gone.
hear about it real quick is like that apparently I saw a funny video that was talking about it's like, there's nothing funny about her being missing, but the video was funny. It was talking
Yeah.
about like how apparently the night before she went missing, um one person in Colorado Googled Nancy Guthrie address,
I heard that.
and they got that information from Google itself, which I don't know. I feel like they should be able to track down where that came from, IP address and
Yeah, they
stuff.
should.
But
No, the IP
um,
address, or they should be able to, like, because most people, when they're on Google, they're actually logged into a Google account, and they should be able to trace it back to that too.
so yeah, they found out that like, and she wasn't famous enough where like people should have just been like searching that. So
Right.
yeah, one person searched it the night before that she went missing, and it was like kind of like someone in the comments, they go, "Man, I gotta stop Googling random things late at night. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
right.
on a watch list one day for
Right.
this."
Yes. Yeah, right. You do that for no reason, and then something
Yeah,
happens, and it's like, uh-oh.
yeah. It's like what? So yeah, someone Googled that, and they're in Colorado, and then
Yeah.
the TikTok sleuths, which everyone was joking like, "Yo, it's gonna be TikTok that solves this crime before like actual FBI authorities," um, because I lost my train of thought. So
TikTok.
There's four Walmarts between Nancy Guthrie's address and Colorado, and they had said that two of those Walmarts, um, someone purchased like something at that he had. I
The
don't know if it was the
backpack.
backpack or whatever, but
Mm.
they narrowed it down to like one, or no, not the back purchase. There's two Walmarts. Two of those four Walmarts are like on the route to and from Nancy Guthrie's address to the Colorado town.
Mm.
Like two of
Okay.
those Walmarts are like on the way. And yeah, so it's like, hello, contact the Walmart and see the security footage, like see if he's
Yeah,
around.
right.
I don't know,
Right.
like what
Yeah.
could
That's what I'm
but
saying.
then
Like, and I had heard that story, but other than that, like, I feel like there's nothing, you know.
I also saw a couple videos, like, because then the medium videos start posting, like, start coming up, and like, they're all saying that like Nancy Guthrie, like, he passed away like a week ago.
Mm.
She said she's in Mexico, like she's in this area or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
those are always kind of wild.
Yeah, they are. They are because they make themselves believable at some
Yeah,
point,
they really
you know,
do.
which
Yeah,
is yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
like God, come on, authorities, listen to her. Go to this location.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, hopefully there'll be some news and we'll have a different uh topic we'll discuss on this week on our true crime story on Thursday.
yeah. My guess is with her, they're just doing things behind the scenes that they just don't want,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
too many
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
to. They don't want to give updates before there's really real updates. You
Which
know,
makes sense. It's
they
just
probably just want people to kind of like let it alone for a while because it's probably easier for them to do their job that way.
true. Yeah, without everybody speculating and all that. Yeah, it just felt like when they came out with the video, it was like, oh, they're going to have somebody by tomorrow. And then, that didn't quite work out.
Which that's what a lot of people were saying. A lot of people were like, with all the face recognition we have right now in this day and age, like how is something as simple as a ski mask like
Yeah.
preventing us
Especially
from?
since it didn't really cover, like there was a lot of the face that wasn't covered by that ski mask. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I've seen some things on social media speculating about a guy who is like a friend of her daughter's husband. Um not Savannah's, but the other daughter's husband.
Annie.
And yeah, and they showed like pictures of a friend of his that looked like really close, to the mask, but I'm
Yeah.
sure that I'm sure the authorities looked into that person, so I'm pretty confident that's not it. So,
Yeah.
all right, well, thanks for checking this one out, and be sure to come back on Thursday for our true crime episode of the week. It'll be a
Yeah.
surprise even to us.
True. Bye, everybody.